Hey, what's going on, CoinOp TV subscribers? Robert Welkner here. I'm going to switch things up a little bit with this video. What I want to do is I want to rank every movie in the Shaw Brothers Shawscope Volume One collection from Arrow Video. There's 12 movies total. I'm going to rank each one. I've done individual reviews for most of these, but I just thought, you know what, let me switch up the game. We'll do a ranking of each one. We'll see what your ranking is compared to mine. I look forward to your comments, and we'll see. If we get a lot of views, maybe we'll do some more of these. So this is the Shawscope Volume 1. This is out of print. If you have it in your collection, great. If you don't, there's other ways to get the movies in this. They've sort of broke up individual, like little 4 and 5 packs, which is a great way to get the movies themselves. If you can get it secondhand for not so much, that's cool for you. Okay, there's my pitch. Tons of bonus features. Restorations look great. I got my notes on the screen and my laptop next to me, so bear with me as I go through this and talk about the movie. So we're going to start from worst and then end up with best. 12 movies, here we go. The Mighty Peking Man is the worst movie on this list. I give it a grade letter of F. I know some people enjoy this movie. This is kind of like a Hong Kong monster movie. Danny Lee, Kufang is in it. It's from 1977. It's got a fantastic director, Ho Man Huang. And the lady in it, Evelyn, is adorable and pretty to look at. But I just found myself not enjoying Mighty Peking Man at all. And I know it does have a cult following and some charm. Not my cup of tea. Moving on with The Chinatown Kid, which is a surprise for me. I'm going to give The Chinatown Kid a D- in the ranking. This is an Alexander Fusheng movie, has a handful of Venom Mob in it from 1977, directed by probably my favorite Shaw Brothers director, Chang Che. I've tried to love this movie over the years. I've seen it many a times. This collection is great because it has 2 different versions of The Chinatown Kid in there. I'm just not all that into like the contemporary martial arts kicking and punching stuff. I like to have the shapes and the kung fu and the master with the beard, and just having Alexander Fusheng punch and kick people along the way in a contemporary setting doesn't really do it for me. Okay, next up is King Boxer, aka Five Fingers of Death. This is a low league classic breakout early film, 1972. I gave this a letter grade of a C-. And it's a fun movie. It's entertaining. It has a lot of good aspects to it and kind of broke martial arts movies into mainstream over in the US. So that's a big positive. But King Boxer, next on my list with C-. Next up, and this is the controversial pick here, Dirty Ho, I give a C- as well. This is 1979 Lar Kar Lung film. It's action-packed. Gord Liu, Wang Yung, a couple of con men, a lot of comedy, a lot of action, a lot of stuff happening. For some reason, this movie just doesn't do it for me as a whole picture. And it's a movie I've seen many, many times on VHS and DVD and now Blu-ray a few times, watched with commentary tracks and stuff. I don't know. I'm always like thrown under the bus when I say I don't love Dirty Ho because everybody reveres that as like top tier, and I don't. Another movie that people revere as top tier that I think is mid tier is The Boxer from Shantung, which which I actually gave a C-, which is next on the list here. This is Chang Che from 1972. It stars Chen Kuan-tai. David Chang is in a smaller supporting role. It's a fun movie. It's action-packed. This kind of falls into my complaints with The Chinatown Kid, where it's on the contemporary side. So all the martial arts is just straight up fisticuffs and not a lot of like, I must learn a new martial arts kung fu technique to defend myself and block your, X gang technique or something. So that's what my thoughts are with The Boxer from Shantung, but definitely worth watching and fantastic film. When I say C, if a movie is a C, to me that's average. So if it's C-, it's like below average. If it's C+, it's above average. Once you get to the B's and A's, that's when things, start to really get juicy. Another movie I ranked a C+. Next on the list is Five Shaolin Masters. This stars some classics. T. Lung, Alexander Fusheng, David Chen, Shin Kwan Tai. This is from 1974. Chang Cheh directed this. It's a fine movie. It's a little bit like middle of the road for me, or average when it comes to the Shaw Brothers martial arts movies. Okay, next on my list, my screensaver is like trying to go to sleep while I'm reading off the screen here. Okay, now we're getting into the Bees. Here we go. The Bees. The next up, Executioners from Shaolin from 1977. Director Long Kar Lung. B-, I gave it. And this stars Quan Tai Chen, Lo Li as the white priest. This is like a fantastic, fun movie. I think the reason why I don't give it an A is because things kind of shift gears a little bit in like the last 10 minutes of the movie when our protagonist is no longer around, and our secondary protagonist, there's multiple protagonists in there. Although some might say the protagonist is Lo Li in this movie and not the antagonist, because it's really his quest to prove what a martial arts dominant force he is out there, right? So let me know what your thoughts, where things stand with Executioners from Shaolin. Also a B-, next on the list, Challenge of the Masters. Gordon Liu, Chi Kwan Chai. This is from 1976, also directed by Long Kar Lung. A fantastic film, cinematically brilliant, a lot of martial arts training, a lot of action and stuff going on. It maybe on a certain day of the week I'd give it like an A, but for my ranking on initial reviewing, I gave it a B-. Let me know what your thoughts are. Okay, next up we have B+. We gave to Shaolin Temple. This is a movie I've seen many times, and for a while before it was put on the collection, it was kind of hard to get like a really good version of this on Blu-ray, if it even existed. I mean, this is Shaolin Temple. I've seen many times on dub TV, bootleg dub VHS, DVD bootlegs and stuff. So getting this on Blu-ray was a treat. So Shaolin Temple, directed by Chang Cheh, 1976. Like I said, I gave it a B+. T. Lung, Alexander Fusheng, Shin Kwan Tai, David Chang. A handful of martial arts classics are in here. Let me just move my screen up a little more. Very fun movie, worth watching. And whenever I watch it, I mean, I'm a fan of Wu-Tang music, and I know there's a couple of samples from Shaolin Temple in this, and some of their songs. It's always like funny to hear like the Wu-Tang sampling some of the songs from this movie and other Shaw Brothers movies. Okay, next we're in the A's. We got 3 left. This is 12 movies. 3 of them are in the A's. You can probably guess a little bit if you've seen this collection. Five Venoms, aka the 5 Deadly Venoms, is an A for me. This is like top tier Shaw Brothers martial arts. Chang Cheh directed this, 1978. We've got the Venom Mob, Philip Kwok, La Meng, Fukang, Fen Lu. Sorry, I'm looking at my screen and trying to remember all these names. Shang Cheh. This is like, it's not the most action-packed. It's a little heavy on the drama and the intrigue and the thriller and the mystery. But the costumes, the mess, the story, the villains, the intrigue, the suspense, it just boils down, and just seeing like the Venom Mob, all 6 Venom Mob members together on the screen in a rarity is great. I think there's only a handful of movies with all 6 of them, on screen. So if you've never seen 5 Deadly Venoms, 5 Venoms, check that out. Next up, even better, even though I gave this also an A, I do believe that Crippled Avengers is a superior movie to the 5 Venoms. I ranked both as A, but in my head, I know the Crippled Avengers is more like an A+. I should probably re-rank it as an A+, because Crippled Avengers is pretty amazing. I have it listed as an A. We'll call it, in theory, an A+, but also 1978, directed Chang Cheh. This time around, we get Chen Kwan Tai is in it, and also most of the Venom Mob members. Brutality is in this, revenge, comedy, action, training. Man, if you haven't seen Crippled Avengers, I don't even know why you're on my channel here. Get that movie, watch it right away. And then finally, the best movie, number 1, I mean, I guess it's a tie if I'm giving Crippled Avengers an A+, right? But Heroes of the East, a masterpiece. One of my favorite Shaw Brothers movies, 1978, directed by Lon Kar-Lang, A+. Gordon Liu's classic where he fights a handful of Japanese warriors. He's got his wife, he's got hair, it's got comedy, it's got action, it's got morals. Heroes of the East, like when people say, hey, I'm unfamiliar with Shaw Brothers movies, what should I watch? Or what's a good Gordon Liu movie, aka Master Killer? I usually say Heroes of the East and also Crippled Avengers. Those are two that I usually sort of put in comments on Reddit or Facebook or something. So there you go. There's my ranking, all 12 of the Shaw Brothers Shawscope Volume One. I'm curious to see what your rankings are and what things you absolutely disagree with my picks. It should be fun to look at the comments. So hopefully this video will get a lot of views so I can read your comments. And I'm thinking about doing some more with Shout Factories and of course Shawscopes Volume 2 and 3. So let me know if you want to see more of that. Thanks so much for watching. For CoinOp TV, we'll see you next time.